Hey everybody, welcome back to Burning Rubber Garage. We're back on Frostbite. I know last time we took a little break from doing anything. I think we're going to do the same this time. I was going to do the headlights this last weekend. The weekdays have been pretty busy, but I just couldn't get it to fire. I wanted to take it just for a quick spin, get out. I couldn't get it to fire, so I was like, you know what, just give it a second. Maybe I flooded it, so I fired it back up. I could smell fuel coming out the tailpipe, so I'm like, okay, I guess we got fuel. Better check my spark. So what I did is I undid one spark plug wire, pulled out the plug itself, put the boot back on it, slid it across the header, and cranked. I could not see a spark. So I was like, crap, why all of a sudden do I not have spark? I guess when I was adjusting the brake light, I must have bumped the ignition wires. Now granted, they were not secured well. Like I just touching it, the thing that goes into the fuse comes off, the little clip here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. This guy, something like this guy right here. Hopefully you can see that. It's like that, but except for it's what slides onto this came off. And I happen to have one, thank goodness, but and then my other ignition wire was not hooked up either, so it took a little while to diagnose. I was thinking, fuel? Let me check my fuel filter. We're good. Anyways, we are back to good. So I want to take it. We'll figure this headlight thing out another day when it's not sunny out, which is what we got now, and I am excited. This is the first sunny day we've had in a couple weeks. I mean, we've had little bits and pieces of sun, but this was sunny. Like, I woke up to sunshine today. And I look outside, and it's freaking beautiful out. So it's time. It's time to take this guy for a ride. We'll put this to the test. I mean, it's only, I think, 75 out right now. So, I mean, it's not like I'm going to be sweating to death or it's really going to be a good test of a hot, humid day. But no, it's going to be a good test for it. We'll get it out. We'll try it out. I have a couple things coming down the pipeline that I think you guys are going to dig. I mean, you're going to love it. So I can't wait to show you those. It's going to be a lot of fun. But for now, I'm going to take this truck out, take it for a little spin. I've got you guys set up in the passenger seat. Let's go. Let's go for a cruise. All right, guys. Finally got that good day. I mean, there's still this, but the reason I couldn't go out yesterday and do this is because this was pretty deep. So we'll creep through this. I don't really want to clean all the shiz off of it, but yeah. Anyways, we got a nice day here. It's 75 degrees. Let's take Frostbite for a little spin. See how that radiator does, the volts gauge. Down. It's not too bad. The coolest part about this truck is how it rides. If you can notice, we're going down the road. It's got some imperfections in it, but it's not bad. It's got coil springs all the way around, just like the new Ram finally went back to. There's no leaf springs on this truck. Some of them did have leaf springs. I think they were the heavy halves. And the four-wheel drives had leaf springs as well. So look at how green it is. Spring is happening out here. So we're cruising here. We're doing about 55, 60 miles an hour. It's revved up decent. Not bad, but decent. So, but it's still got more in the tank if you need to. So it's like, she's a very solid runner. My biggest gripe so far is the steering wheel. I believe it's too tight, so I can feel it rubbing as I turn. Otherwise, it would be a really smooth ride. And up here, we're going to get off the main road, so it's a little bit quieter to cruise. So, just take a look around you. It's amazing. Brake's got a really good feel to it. Turn in is really good. This is a cool road to go down. One, we're not going to be as loud, which is really nice for filming anyways. Otherwise, I don't really care, but probably going to snag a thumbnail off of here if I don't already have one. Just take a look at this thing. I mean, yeah, it's a muddy, mucky water, but how cool is that little feature over there? But anyways, as I look down here, we're running at about 170 degrees, putting out about 14 volts. And fuel pressure is anywhere from, it looks like 30 to 45, 50 right there. So got some nice turns. This truck handles well. I just need the steering to match. It's not the steering itself, it's really this steering wheel that's catching. So here's another pretty good little turn, an example of what it can do. Throws you right back in your seat. I do hear a little hint of belt squeak. I'm not sure if the belt's just not tight enough, the belt's worn out. I really don't have a clue, but we'll definitely look into that as well. So check that out over there. All the water we've been having has just got to go somewhere. So this truck is just super comfy though. I mean, the seat's comfy. A shoulder belt will help hold you in better, but lap belts work. I mean, I've got enough to put my foot out there and brace. We've got some nice little turns here. There's a cool little river down there. I mean, it's a solid truck. Thirsty, very, very thirsty. So I bet just this little cruise will be about 3 gallons, maybe by the time I warm it up. It's carbureted. It's not going to be as fuel efficient. So I'm going to take a left here, and you guys are too since you're coming along. So let's go left here. Let's head to the Baptist church, I guess. See where this road goes. This is one of my favorite things to do. Come out here, find yourself a back road, and just kind of cruise. Jordan, if you need to, stabilize it on the dash there, as long as the wipers are out of the way. Nobody wants to be floating the whole drive. Here's some nice turns. I mean, look at this here. We've got a nice little bank turn. Let's see how she does. We're doing about 40, 35, 40. Rock solid, very steady. Just a really nice ride too. I mean, I don't feel myself bouncing like crazy. But again, it's not a lifted truck. It's a 2-wheel drive truck with some nice sport springs. Gosh, I love how pretty the green is. I mean, there's so many pieces of land out here I wish were mine, you know? There's just so many cool pieces. I don't think I could ever, it's kind of like cars. I don't know if I could own enough cars to have one of everything I want. I can't have all the pieces of land I want either. So you make do with what you got. Looks like we got a tractor up here on the road. We'll kind of slow down. Might just be a mower. But he's just mowing. We'll kind of slow down to go around him because I really don't want to get in the puddle either. So that's a big mower. Jeez. Wow. Shifts are buttery smooth. You can't beat that. It's got some good acceleration, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a stoplight king, but it's got enough cojones to get itself up and out of its own way, which is really awesome. I tried to film this earlier using the GoPro, but my video editing didn't want to mesh that with my phone, so it might be time to look to either just not use the GoPro, something, so, or only use the GoPro for certain videos and only use my phone for others, because the phone does a really good job. I hope it's doing it stabilizing and it's not bouncy. I'll be a little upset if it's bouncy because this is a really smooth ride, but yeah, take a look over here. You got stream, or take a look out that way. Check it out. I mean, we've got a lot of water. I would say we've got over a foot of water in the last week. It's all got to go somewhere, right? So as we come to a stop here, this is where I used to just die out. The car, or the truck, I guess, is idling beautifully. really can't beat that. We got good oil pressure. Make sure nobody's coming up behind me. Got awesome volts, temperature gauge right there. It looks like that would be 170. So I mean, we have made this truck a lot more reliable. So left a nice little patch right there. They didn't squeal though, unfortunately. My biggest worry about driving on the back roads is hitting a tree branch. Squirrels, got them all day. I really don't want to hit them, but I'm not going to jam on my brakes to hit them. So, but this is a really good little cruiser. Once we get this steering adjusted, we're going to be in really good shape. Not to mention the steering wheel, it's upside down, so that kind of is frustrating in and of itself. So it's a lot of wet areas that normally are dry, which is okay. You got a puddle off the side there. You got a cool barn right off the side. There's just so much to see. You go down a new road, you see all kinds of new things. It's really fun. But anyways, I hope you guys are liking this. Once we get back to the house, we will do a little more chat, and I'll kind of give you my feelings on everything. Check out this turn here. Flat as can be. I bet this truck on an autocross would do really well because of how flat it is. Power steering is nice, like I said. We just gotta get this steering wheel not cranked down so tight. That's my own fault. I shouldn't have done it that tight. So this site right up here, I'm probably gonna end the drive off here. You got this awesome little marshy area to the right, and then to the left, I'm gonna slow down. You can see it. There's a church in the distance, but off to the side is just a sweet man-made pond right off of this house. I want to talk to the guy and see if I can take a few pictures, but look at that. Yeah. Little old church here. Of course, we got some runoff here, which sucks. I'll have to clean that off, but oh well. It's a truck. It can get a little dirty, but anyways, we'll see you when we get back to the house. Hey everybody, just got back from the cruise. Made all the work worth it, but it does help me realize there's still a little more work to be done. Coolant, radiator, everything's working fine on that aspect from what we did. Fixing the ignition, I know it's actually going to stay on now. The wires aren't going to come loose, so that's a good thing. The turn signals, the steering column, the steering wheel, it's a pet peeve more. I think it just needs to be pulled off, loosened, and not put on as tight because it kind of rubs as I was turning. Brakes, on point. Acceleration, not terrible, but I mean it is carbureted, so what do you do with that? Overall, look, stance, people love it. People were giving me thumbs up. They were really enjoying me driving by, and I was enjoying driving the truck. So with that being said here, yes, this does look bad, but right up there in that box, like I've been saying for, I don't even know how long, it's probably been a month and a half, 2 months at this time, we're going to get the LED headlights in. It's going to be good in a lot of ways. It's going to take less draw from the alternator, so we can just keep our batteries charged, and I can put in a bigger stereo is really what that's going to come down to when we throw the fuel tank behind behind the axle on the frame from behind the seats. So truck comfy wise, it's good. Seats, perfect. Steering, got a little bit to work with. Brakes are good. Acceleration's not bad. We do have a squeaky belt. I'm going to have to look into what the heck's going on with that. But you guys are still going to see some of this. I don't know what you're going to see next. We may continue working on this because there's still a few things that I did not realize until I was driving. You got to kind of come along for a ride on these beautiful Tennessee, Georgia roads. There's something about them. I mean, Utah was a beautiful place in its own right. It's what I've known forever. But out here, it's just greener. It's prettier. Smells a little better. And there's a lot less people. Even though the state itself has more people, I see less people. That to me is a good thing. So anyways, if you can, hit the thumbs up on this. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell if you want to see when I post new stuff. I'm really, really trying, and I've done a lot better to post up more often. So anyways, with that, hopefully we'll see you on the next one.